What is going on? Welcome to Ed News Now, your host, EJ Carrion. Today, we're going to bring up Texas Education Commissioner and his panel discussion on yesterday, at the Texas Association of Business Policy Conference. Seems like a lot of fun, but he shared some very important parts about what a part of Texas is the number one economic liability into our success. Yes, 1 million people lost jobs during COVID. Yes, we're having challenges with our infrastructure. Yes, we're having different emerging careers and market opportunities happening, and are we going to be able to meet those needs? But Mike Morath said that the biggest challenge is the education attainment of our 5.5 million students across the state. Now, I'm going to share here a article. We're going to go ahead and dive into the article and just kind of really share some of his quotes and things that I thought were interesting that we should probably know as Texans. And then, Texas is a big state, so we should probably all be aware of it as well. So what I'm going to look at here is we're going to come over here to the article. It's in the Austin American Statesman, which is a newspaper in Austin, Texas. Let me give a zoom to mouse. So what I saw in here that I thought was important, he said, it is the largest decline in the student knowledge in numeracy and literacy that has quite possibly ever occurred in the state of Texas. And he talks about how we're dealing with, new jobs happening from wind, solar, batteries. Like, how do we help Texans live and have access to these jobs and be able to compete? So here was the big stat to me. He said, left unchecked, he said the drop in educational attainment stands to equate to an average 6% in reduction in lifetime earnings for all 5.5 million students in Texas public schools for a net present value of $2 trillion. Now, that to me was the story here. And What's interesting though is we're still early in the disbursements of our American Rescue Plan funds, as most of those funds have not been really rendered or used on strategy. But this is kind of a moment of Texas. This is our economic moment, is how we make sure our students are future ready for careers by having the literacy and the understanding of mathematics at an early age so that we can achieve and meet success. Thank you for watching Ed News. Looking forward to seeing you on the next episode.